Here's something that many of you need to understand. Once you start climbing up the ladder, once you start doing good for yourself, once you start thinking outside the box, once you want more out of life, more life, once you want to get into better shape, once you want to smash better females, better hoes, once you want to, make more money for yourself, listen, people are going to start dropping like flies, and you're not going to be able to relate to the majority of people, right? And this is happening to me right now as we speak. I don't want to talk to the general public. I don't want to talk to the majority of people. The majority of people have nothing to talk about. The majority of people want to talk about March Madness. I don't want to talk about March Madness. I don't want to talk about sports. I don't want to talk about what is going on in entertainment and football, baseball. I don't care nothing about those balls. Pause, no Diddy. I care about this moolah. I care about them pesos. I care about some big booty Latinas, some fine black chicks, or some pogs. You dig what I'm saying? Listen, I don't care about nothing else that you're talking about. And people will try to talk to you about normie stuff. They'll try to talk to you about things that don't matter. They'll talk about everything but the right thing. People be down and out, broke, right? Can't put gas in their gas tank, right? But they want to talk to you about, oh, you seen the game last night? Excuse me, sir? That game last night, yeah, I put $5 on the game and I lost my $5. When you just talking about how you got to look for a new place to stay because your mama kicking you out, weren't you just talking about that? I mean, yeah, but you only live once. This is why I can't stand the majority of people. This is why I can't stand dudes right now. The priorities are in the wrong place. Listen, if we ain't talking about the 3 F's, which I just went over right now, if we're not talking about the 3 F's, fitness, finances, and females, what else are we talking about? What else? And then you can pull like little straws from those singular topics, right? If we're not talking about fitness, right? If we ain't talking about finances, which you can divvy that up into many things. Or if we ain't talking about females, which you could be in a relationship, you could be out of a relationship, you could be juggling more than one chick, you could be married, you got kids, whatever that is. You can pull many straws from those topics in itself. If we're not talking about that, if they don't lead back to those things, we ain't talking about nothing. And this is the mindset of high achievers. This is the mindset of people who want to get to their destination. See, the mindset of individuals who have nothing to live for, essentially, when you talk about the mindset of people who are not building anything, they want to talk about the latest games, right? They want to talk about March Madness. They want to talk about who did what on social media. Like, they want to talk about bull crap that doesn't affect their daily life. They want to talk about those things. I don't want to talk about those things. I don't want to talk about normie-ish. I don't want to talk about anything that's not producing me a bag. Is this conversation, you talking about what's going on social media, is this conversation leading to me getting a bigger bag on social media? Are you about to give me game? Are you about to tell me how to run my social media? Is this where this leading to? If not, you can cut this conversation. I don't want to hear nothing about it. And all 2026 and beyond, this is how you got to move. If they are not talking about moving in the right direction, if they are not talking about making some money, if they're not talking about bad bitches only, I don't want to hear it. See, you got to clear out all the noise. See, right now I'm going through a cut. I'm going through a recomposition right now, right? Which means I am recompositioning my body. I am cutting the fat. I am restructuring my body. I am carving out the body that I desire. I'm already muscular, but I want to be even more, what's the word I'm looking for? I want to be even more statuous, right? I want my presence to be even more magnified, right? So when I'm cutting, when I'm recompositioning my body, I'm also recompositioning, right, my life. What I'm allowing in, I am filtering what I am allowing in my vicinity. I am refiltering what I'm allowing into my brain, my head space, and just in my life in general. This is what you should be doing. This is exactly what you should be doing. If you still around people who don't mean you no good, you already failing. If you still around individuals who are not talking about money, all y'all talking about is bull crap. All y'all are talking about is going out, right? Y'all ain't talking about no money. Y'all ain't putting y'all brain cells together to build no business. Y'all ain't talking about a goddamn on thing. Everybody want to go out. Everybody want to spend money. Nobody want to learn how to make no money. This is the time to be aligning yourself with what exactly you want, right? And many times that means being alone. Many times that means being without friends. Many times that means being without family members. This is alignment. You're either going to get it or not. You're either going to trim the fat or you're going to keep that belly fat on your body. You're going to keep that fat in your life, right? That unnecessary fat that you should be cutting out. You should have little to no fat. But many of you want to keep the fat around. Oh, why I can't have a cookie here and there, right? That translates into everything else. Oh, you want a cookie? Okay, so that means you are willing to sacrifice what you believe in. You're willing to sacrifice what you want to fight for. You're willingly sacrificing your future or how your future ends up because you just want to have a little cookie. You want to have a sugar spike. Same thing with those friends. Same thing with those family members. You want to keep them around because, oh, well, they always been here, right? Or it's familiar to you. Yeah, that's what it is. It's familiar to you. It's familiar to you. So you know what? You keep those friends around. You keep those family members around. Yeah, you keep those people around, right? Because you don't want to trim them off because you're used to it, right? You love that sugar spike, even though it's bad for you. You love that cholesterol spike, even though it's proven to clog up your arteries and give you heart disease, heart problems, right? Organ issues, right? You still keep those same people around. You don't want to really do it. You don't really want to recomposition your life because it's one thing to build muscle. It's one thing to build muscle. It's another thing to build that muscle, then go on the proper diet, right? Eat the proper nutrition, right? Not just anything, the proper nutrition, right? Then it's another thing to watch and then weigh your food. That's a whole nother thing. This requires absolute discipline to get to the next level. Y'all don't get it? Do y'all understand me? Right? I love mixing in fitness with real life because, I just love it. Because it's a direct correlation. Because your discipline in your fitness life, right? It translates into all other life. If you can't get fit, one thing I always say, if you can't recomposition your body in any way possible, building muscle, slimming down, right? Building those abs, controlling what you put into your body. If you can't do that, there is no way you can win elsewhere. And just think about it. Think about the top 10%. Think about the people who are actually winning big time right now, right? We're not talking about your corporate slaves. We're not talking about your bullshit ass managers. We're not talking about those guys. We're talking about the real movers and shakers. We're talking about the AI builders, the website builders, right? The giants of the world, right? We're talking about people who move people, right? We're talking about those innovations, right? We're talking about people who innovate with technology. Like, those are the guys I'm talking about. Think about the winners right now, right? Do you think those guys are wasting their time with nonsense and bullshit, right? You think they're wasting their time, right? Wasting the time that they have on this earth, on this planet, messing around with bullshit? You don't think that they're trimming the fat? You don't think that they're exercising every bit of time that they have down to the second, or using what they have down to the second, right? To the most efficient manner, to the most accurate manner? You don't think that they're doing that? You got another thing coming. Oh, if you want the real deal out of life, if you want that life that you want, my guy, Sersky. If you want that life that you actually want, oh, it's time to dig in. It's time to dig in. No more are we just sitting around just wasting time. Right? You got to dig in. Oh yeah, this shit gonna hurt. Oh yes, sir. I didn't say it was easy. I didn't say it was easy. I didn't say this was light work. I never said that. Oh, you're gonna have to dig deep. You got to dig deep into your soul. Do you really want this? Do you really want to align? Do you really want it? If you do, family is gonna go bye-bye. If you do, friends are gonna go bye-bye. Fuck friends, fuck family. Right? How bad do you want this shit? You gotta become a vulture. You gotta become a lion. You gotta become a predator. Fuck everything else around you. You gotta be tunnel vision. That's what this shit is about. Now we on the next level. Now it's really time to align the moon with the stars. Now it's time to really align your energy with what you actually want out of this life. You want some bad bitches? Bro, come on, you tired of fucking those mediocre ass, fat, sloppaloposaurus ass, mediocre pussy having ass women? Come on now, it's time to get to it. Do you want this shit or you don't want this shit? You want what you want? You want that body that you want? You want to be fit? Right? You want to exercise? You want to do those? Come on now. Right? Only approximately 10% of the population is fully in shape and eating the right nutritious foods to maintain being in shape and to produce the body that they want, to be able to exert the energy required to get out of this hemisphere. Yeah, because you got to get out of this hemisphere to succeed nowadays. You can't be a normal everyday Joe Smo. You can't be no normal ninja. Those days are over with. You can't be no normal ninja. You want a real bag? You can't be no normal ninja. If you want some real, come on now. You want a real bad bitch? You can't be no normal ninja. Come on now. Now you want a good presence, a masculine presence. You want people to feel your aura when you walk in the room. Come on now, you can't be no normal ninja. You got to use energy to propel yourself outside of this hemisphere, because that's what is required of you. Now, if you want to be a normal ass, peasant ass, no good ass, no bitch getting ass, none traveling ass, none passport having ass, brokey, normie, then by all means go and die on that hill, my guy, my girl, my gal. Go ahead. But don't expect nobody to come save you. Right? Nobody's coming to save you. You got to get this shit out the mud. Right? The majority of you say you want this, but how bad do you want it? How bad do you want it? I'm willing to go through blood, sweat, and tears for this shit. I'm willing to cut off family members, friends for this shit. Right? This is how bad I want it. I got offspring that I have to take care of. Right? I don't have time to be sitting up here wasting. Right? I don't have time to be sitting here getting slowed down. I barely drink anymore. Drink for what? Only drink when it's time to celebrate. Right? I puff up a cigar when it's time to celebrate. Right? When it's time to celebrate an accomplishment. What have I accomplished this month? Did I make a big accomplishment this week? Did I meet my metrics? Did I meet my goals? What did I do? See, y'all want to celebrate when you ain't got shit to celebrate. You just want those dopamine spikes for no reason. You don't deserve that dopamine. You ain't did shit. What, you went to work, you worked 40 hours a week? Kudos, ninja. Kudos. What else? What else? You did the bare minimum. 40 hours a week. That's barely the bare minimum nowadays. You work 40 hours. Whoop-de-doo. Whoop-de-doo. I work day in and day out. I barely get a break. Barely. I'm working 24/7. Right? So I can be where I want to be in the next 5 to 10 years. So I won't be sitting back like some of these people who are 40, 50, 60 years old. They looking back and they wish they would have aligned. They wish they would have aligned with what they really wanted out of life. But they never did because they were so busy. They wanted to go and party with friends. They were so busy thinking about what family members was thinking about them. Man, I don't give a fuck about any of that. I'm a savage. I'm a beast. I'm a predator. And if you are not willing to be a predator in 2026 and beyond, get the fuck up out the way. We don't have time for that. Right? If you want to be PFP, right? Purpose, freedom, and power, right? You ain't got time for that. You do not have time for that. Either you're going to get it today, you're going to make up your mind that this is the direction that you're headed, or you might as well go ahead and lay down like a little BIH. Go and lay down there. Go and lay on your back then. Right? Go ahead. Because that's your future. That's your future. Because if you're not paving your future, guess what? The system will pave a future for you. You ain't just about to sit around and lollygag. Yeah, you may lollygag. The system may allow you to lollygag, but the system is going to carve out a life for you. Which one you want? You better get your alignment in order. You better get it in order before the system carves out a system for you. And you're not going to like that system. You might as well carve out a system for yourself that you can cherish and adore and love and recreate at will. And that's all I have for you guys on today's episode. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.
I built a life. I built a family. I worked my hands raw to get here. And I'm not done. This is the escape blueprint. PFP life. A way out of the grind and into control. You'll learn how I stack cash, build systems, and reclaim time so you can live on your own terms. You will watch me maneuver and grind towards the life that I achieve for myself, and you can also do the same. Join the circle, join the Patreon, learn the steps, and protect your freedom. The Escape Blueprint, PFP Life.